Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Parabolical eSports on this Sunday afternoon. We're here in Suzuka, the only figure 8 track on the calendar. Let me get the track map up. 18 turns around the famous Suzuka track itself. And we're here for a fascinating race. We got let me get a grid for you. Pepper Formula, as ever, in the Mercedes. He will be alongside his debutant, or Hogue 29? Am I saying that right? Slop, but not too sure. In the Red Bull, we got Kieran B and 8 Tomento. In the McLaren, we got Bad Peso and SR Paul. I was going to call you Paul anyway. In the Aston Martin, we got Multi right back and PE Vintage. In the Alpine, we got Ariel back in the Alpine with Ryan Van Doom alongside him. In the Ferrari, we got Racer Avocado and Groove Ninja. Groove Ninja need a good race going to keep his title hopes alive. In the AlphaTauri, we got Bob and British Giant. In the Alfa Romeo, if I get it, we got Itachi, ever present in League One, with Shadow Lancer alongside him. In the Haas, we got Ranzo and Paige Piquet. Paige will be reserved in League One. And in the Williams, we got Jay Story and Jay Bradfield. How's it all going in chat? Good afternoon, Vintage and Phil. No problem, Vintage. It's all good. Good afternoon, Ariel. Hope it fine Sunday afternoon. Oh. Supposedly it's all dry race from what we have, and so yeah, we got hoping you're having a good race. How are you doing? I'm all good, mate. So who are we waiting on? The Merc, the Mercedes. Is our Hogue 29. So I'll give it a few more, well, a couple of minutes to go, to be fair. So yeah, we're from Suzuka this week. It's showing great racing all around, and yes, we're showing great racing all around, including last night. That was a great race to watch in the Champions League, with Epic Diamo gets his win, Robbie ever close, and Lynx round out the podium. Oh, hello, Senna. How's it going, mate? Is that on standby or? Not too sure. Anyway, I'm all good. Theo, all good. I am all. I am good. Wanted to raise it. How is you? I'm all good on my side. To be fair, early start for me because, like, not knowing do. What do you call it? Sunday afternoons anyway, so anyway. Sloth will be right. Anyway, probably right. Here we. Alright, ready up. Let's go, go, go. This track is could be a wet race, could be a wet quality. Suzuka is one of them tracks. It's give out unpredictable conditions, to be fair. So yes. The only figure 8 track. Like, let's go, 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 go. Alright. Where will be dry or wet quality? If anyone in the race, let me know the weather for the race itself. As it's look cloudy as itself. Look very cloudy indeed. Oh, let me get track map. It does. And thank you for follow Francis Ferrer. No. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. Let's get this thing going. I'm sorry if I butchered your name badly. So, weather is all dry. Damn. We need a wet race at some point. I might jinx it because it might be in League 2 race, to be fair. We got the Alpine going out on track with the Ariel. As J. Bradfield had to start from last because he's up in the Premier League. Ariel should have a good practice from Thursday night as he was racing in the championship. Anyway, as you go through Dunlop, going to Nick Dayton's, don't try to show out his gears. Anyway, Nick Dayton 2, going through the tunnel as we go through the hairpin. If you get close to the car ahead, that is a good overtaking opportunity. as well. As he going through spoon itself. As he warming up for his lap. Now he approaching the 130R. Should be able to get hot lap mode ready just after 130R, if my prediction is right. Slow down, warming up his tires, ready to go. Through the triangle chicane. Now, off he goes for his lap. As he approaches turn 1, through get whole lot of commitment to the near to the curbs. As the S section, avoid hit the curbs, try near as possible, but avoid hitting the curbs. As you go through the Dunlop, as it's so easy to lose the rear end. Now you go through the Daytona 1 and Daytona 2. Go as you go through the tunnel. He just invalidate. Would be the next one. Would be bad pace, or would be on a lap, or Multi is on a lap. Let's go on board with him. This track is kind of low on tire wear, to be fair. So just petrol formula left the section. As he go through the hairpin, down to second, easy to lose the traction there as well. As who going off? It's bad pace, so went off at the Daytona. As riding on board with Multi right back as well. Oh, nearly invalidate on the exit spoon as he approaching the 130R. So the peloton will go through the triangle chicane. So easy to lose the rear end on the exit. Easy to say it myself. Cross the line, 30.6. And that area went off on the S section as well. Is bad damage? Yes, he is. Left end plate damage. Who's next? It would be Jay Story would be the next one to cross the line as he go through the triangle chicane. As Jay Story across the line at 39 from Jay Story. Ratio Avocado 29.5. Rubber Groove Ninja second fastest 29.8. A Haas, which is Ramsel, cross the line 31 flat. Well, who's British Giant going through the triangle chicane, going across the line, try to get nearest to the pit entry at 31.7 as well. Bob invalidate his lap. Let's go on to the championship leader, which is Itachi as well, going through spoon. No, he exited the spoon. He could get nice slipstream for Ariel, but he opted not to. As he approaching on 130R as well. Now, as he go through the triangle chicane, opt to go third gear. Now he get closer to the pit entry at 30 flat from Itachi. Is Bob doing another lap? Let me get rid of telemetry. Yeah, he's going for another lap as well. Oh, there he lost it as well. But he's still going. Curbs are deadly, definitely is, Ariel. found that out the hard way, especially in quali on Friday I did. The curbs are especially deadly. We got a yellow flag for slow moving Aston Martin. Nicely done. As Bob going through the 130R. No, he nearly touched the curb. Nearly lost it, but still got it. As he going through the final turn. What time is it going to be for Bob? 39 from Bob. Cut-off time would be low. The cut-off time would be a low 30s. So, a Tomento started his lap. Ryan Van Doon got 31.3. Bob going across the line. No. Try to get in here to pit entry at 38. Call time would, if I were them, would be the mid 30s or low 30s. If you're in the 29s, yeah, definitely be safe at that time. To be fair, as we go on board with, is a Intimento invalidate. We go on board with Bad Peso going through the hairpin as he approaching to Spoon, going as Vintage started his lap. Yellow flag, that's a slowly moving car. Groove Ninja retiring in the pits. Definitely be safe with that tire, mate. As Bad Peso going to a 130R. Flat out through there as he going through the triangle chicane. Ryan Van Doon, he got traffic ahead, but Ryan Van Doon able to get in the pits in time. Cross the line 33 from Bad Peso. Decent time from him. You know what? Let's go on to the legend himself, Vintage. He didn't have a pace, but actually he kept the car in one piece, able to score good points this season as well. That's what Vintage always does. Oh, he invalidated at the exhale Spoon. Ariel just started a lap. Paul invalidated. Jay Story is in the pits. Bad Peso is on a cooldown lap. Paige is on her out lap. Let's try to get on board with someone. If I get standings up. Standings League One. Itachi is leading away by 54 points ahead of Groove Ninja. Groove Ninja kind of need a win for here. No, Itachi, I don't know. Itachi is 238. Groove Ninja is on 184. Bob is on 105 in P3. Chase Story is P4 with 90 points. British Chan is P5 is 74. Petroformia is 6th with 64. Kieran B with 62. Multi Wipeout is 8th with 61. Paul is in 9th with 51 with Bad Peso behind him with 47. Ramso with 44. Shadow Lancer 41. J Marts, who's not racing, is on today with 40. Vintage is down in P14 with 38. Vapor Shadow, who's also not racing, is in P15 with 38, 35. Bassman, who also not racing, down in 20 with 26 points. Racer Avocado 17 with 15. Atomento got none, and Ryan Van Doon has -1. What we missed? Vintage got time on the board with 31.3. So, yeah. Racer Avocado is safely through with that time. I can't blame any either. Anyway, would be an LP now. Ariel invalidate his lap. Let's go on with Paige with the Haas going through the triangle chicane. Now watch out for the weirs on the exit. Nicely done. Going across the line. What time? 31.8. That's right around the call-off time. It would be Aston Martin. Now, Vintage on the cool-down lap. Salalancer would be the next one to cross the line. So, as he approaching a 130R, Ariel said he had a mediocre lap. Oh, you still in? Morning, Keza. Well, I say afternoon as well. As Salalancer move up to P31.6. Who went up? Kieran B went up 31. And Atomento having set a lap as the yellow flag going right. I wish it was more like what you call it, could have breakfast instead. Anyway, Bad Peso is retired in the pits. Yeah, kind of safe to me. Low 30s should be safe around this time. Well, in Q1. So yeah, here comes Atomento. By to cross the line there, lose today on the exit of the triangle chicane. Going across the line through 1.9, slowest of them time so far. As cars just exited from pit lane. Petrofoya got 31.5, improved by 2 seconds. Shallow Lancer, he's going again. Going through the 130R. As he going through the triangle chicane. He could short shell up to third on injury. He's looking good this time. 36 from Shallow Lancer. That might be putting him through to next part of quali. Petroform is next. Well, he's on the cooldown lap. Anyway, Ryan Van Dam is going into the pit. So does Kieran B. So it's definitely afternoon. I just lose track of time. Oh god. Now we'll be around the same. Could lose track on time as well, to be fair. So you're not the only one, mate. Anyway, we got the avatar of Bob about to start a lap as British Giant. I think he retired the pits, or he's gone. Afternoon, Kieran B. As Bob going through the next section, the left and the right, uphill to the left again. Oh, he lucky with the curves. Oh, he lucky again to keep the car stable as well. As Paige retired in the pits, she will be out of qualifying, and Bob is going through the hairpin as well. wide. He looked very right on exit. As they're going through Spoon. Paul would be the next one as well. Itachi is safely through with that time. 29.6. We missed that time, funny enough. Anyway, Bob is about to go through the 130R as well. Kieran B retiring the place safely through. And we got a new follower, deceased. I don't know. Thank you for a follow. Sorry again to butcher your name. Bob across the line of 33. 1 minute 33. Paul is next one. He's going again. If he has enough fuel. But, I mean, no, he doesn't. He might be at risk as well. Anyway. Ariel. Is it Ariel or the other house? Ranzo letting Ariel go. Ariel was thinking about getting the slipstream, but not quite. As he goes through the triangle chicane, we got time desync as well. Here from Ariel, 33 from himself. Ramso across the line, just get Bob just completed his lap. What about Vintage? Is he improved and missed that to 37. And Paul Petrofonia is about to start a lap. He's saying he's still on out lap. If we really have a time desync again, here he goes through the S section. No, left, uphill to the right, downhill, easy to lose the weirs. As well as he got past Dunlop now through Dayton's, a 10th up through that time. Now approaching the hairpin. Down to second, Starship up to third. Oh, that's a bit of leg going on. As they approach into Spoon. Oh, he looked twitchy as well. On the exit of Spoon, approaching at 130R. I think we have a time DC. What? Capsule? And as he approached the triangle chicane, going across the line, time he going set. It's a 31.5. Well, that's the same time, but someone tell Petro. There's a time desync. Oh, it's improved to 31 flat. Petrofonia, if you listening, you might have to retire. It's Atlee Ariel. Petrol, you might have to retire. On. So, yeah, this Ariel said rightly, Cody's with their shit. Well, I just said it out loud. Over league race. Was it for Thursday? Did that happen? With Beefy and. Yeah, as well, yeah, definitely. He might go in. Why Valtteri Bottas in the race? I don't know. He just left the section. He just... No problemo, petrol. It's all good. I think you have the AC. There's a glitch going on with... well... We got... 4 who will be missing out is Petrofonia, Page, Atamento, and Jay Bradfield. So, that's the 4 we're missing out. Got a brand new router as well. Oh, God. And Max said, come on, Valtteri, for the Mercedes constructor. Let's have them, mate. And also, good afternoon, Max, as well. Bottas starts last. He definitely has quali band vintage. Anyway, Q2. Where are you going? This is where the strategy will play the part. Top 10 will have to set their fastest time in Q2. That's the tires they will start on. We got Alpine again. We got Ariel. Going to start his lap. On. As our free choice of tire, car itself felt very uncomfortable. The car itself will be very key on this track, like to stabilize the car balance as well, especially doing like this track is. The car balance is very important on this track. Anyway, let me get a lap and telemetry up, and also get the tires up as well. Anyway, we got 27 people watching. Thank you along to join in this stream. I hope you have a great Sunday as well. As Ariel on his medium run, about to start his lap. As he go through the triangle chicane. As he is about to start his lap. You want me? Alright, let's go on. I will show up for a bit. Hear the car audio of Ariel. Whoa! Who went off? Ramsel was off on the end of the Viestas. And he literally gone. I think he lost a weir. Any damage? No, not quite. Anyway, I was going to say I'm going to show up for a car audio. If anything, seen the hassle went off as well. Anyway, whoa! Ariel clipped the curve on entry of Spoon. As he going through the 130R, he used the slipstream of Jay Story. It's a purple middle set to, of course, he's the first person to set a lap. Down the second up Could easily up short shift, third, fourth. Could use a tires line, but he's at a 31.5. Bruce Shine is next, but he's invalidated. Ramsel just have a spin. He might able to cool his tires down. Anyway, multi-ride back is next. Time you're going to set it would be a 29.8. That's good enough time to put him safe immediately. Anyway. Oh, we missed Groove Ninja. Move up to P2. The other Ferrari of Racer Avocado just about to start his lap. We got the Alpine of Ryan Van Doom just started a lap. Just need Itachi just coming out to the pits. From the pits, and Shadow Lancer. But to finish the lap, let's go on board with. We got a yellow flag for the slow moving car. That's a banker lap, not using any ERS as well. There you go. Shadow Lancer would be a 33.8. That's banker time. Williams, J Story, going for the triangle chicane. Sensing that banker lap, or no, that's his proper lap. 13.8 from J Story. As British Giant got 31.1. As Ramsel got his time on the board, which is 32.2, but that was a banker lap. Bob is like complete his lap. It's a 29.9. Oh, the fights in between multi-ride back and Bob. And also Groove Ninja time as well. Might be able to go through. Racer Avocado. I think he made a mistake somewhere, but able to start his lap. Anyway, Alpine. Ryan Van Doom move up to P9. Itachi about to start a lap. Yeah, so lost Paul. We got Bad Peso on his out lap. And let's see, Racer. Go on, Racer Avocado. Going through the Daytona 1, Daytona 2, through the tunnel. As he go through the hairpin himself. Second gear up to third. Short shift as well. As he approaching to spoon. Like down to fourth, try up to fifth. Mixing up the gears. Anyway, as he approaching the 130R, it's purple in the middle sector. Don't know if it's true or not. He's fastest in Q1. Going through this triangle chicane. Going across the line. It's a 29.8. Good lap from Racer who go fastest. Ryan Van Doom going across the line. He's improved by a lot. 31.8. Itachi P5 33 on his first run. I think he's going again. As Bad Peso, let's go on board with him. Through the 130R. Actually going through the triangle chicane. As Bad Peso across the line with 31.3 from Bad Peso. Let's go on Ariel, but he's invalidated. Red Bull with Big Kieran B. He's about to start a lap. So Is Racer going again? Nah, he's on the cooldown lap. But Itachi is not, he's going again. Anyway, here you go, Itachi going. He's 4 tenths up through the second set to improve a lot as he goes through the triangle chicane. Looking at P3 at least, and it is P3, same time as Bob. 29.9 from Itachi as Ryan Van Doom in the pits. Bad pace. Oh, Paul got 30 flat as well. Bad pace, so 7 tenths. Oh, Holly! Validate at the last corner. Let's take a breather. Anyway, we got yes. Addy, stop sandbagging. Oh no. Anyway, we got sad news breaking out, which is Frank Williams, the founder and former team principal of Williams, has sadly passed away at the age of 79. So yeah, incredibly sad news in the racing world as well. Yeah, just announced Frank Williams has passed away, which is sad news in the racing world. Indeed. So, Frank Williams, a major influence to the whole racing world, and especially that Williams 90s left a legacy with world championships cars alongside it. So yeah. Anyway, back to this. Kieran B is on a lap, going through Spoon. No, going through the exit of Spoon as he approaching the 130R. Multi-buyback with tire in the pits, should be safely through. We'll have to win it for Williams. Indeed. Justin, indeed. Anyway, Kieran B going across the line, 31.5. The question is, will he get back to the pits in time? I don't think so. But soon find out. Ramsel has just started a lap. Vintage about to start a lap. Anyway, we got Shallow Answer on the lap. As he approaching to Spoon, as we've seen Bad Pace and nicely move out of the way for him on the exit of Spoon, as he approaching the 130R, and he gone 2 seconds up from his banker lap as well. The Alpine, I think Ryan Van Doom with next one. Anyway, oh, there he lost the Shallow Answer as he crossed the line. 38 from Shallow Answer. Ryan Van Doom on his out lap, so does Bad Pace. So both of them. So Bad Pace, so there he lost it there. That might cost him time at the start of it. Anyway, we got Haas of Ramsel. He's a second up, going on the exit of Triangle. What time are you going to say? 31 from Ramsel. That's might have been put in. Anyway. Anyway, Ryan Van Doom is in the hairpin as well. So, shallow answer. He's 2 times up through the middle part, through the first sector. Going through in the middle, is he 2 times? Yeah, he is. 2 times up. No, going through the triangle chicane. Oh, he lost it there! He lost it there! Shallow answer. Oh, he lost traction on entry. And we got new power. Jump button. I don't know. 69. Thank you for a follow. Ryan Van Doom. Move up to P8. Ariel invalidate his lap. Well, Kieran is 3 tenths up through the first sector. Oh, he's on low fuel. So he might be start from 15. We went up, Vintage move up to P8. On the set in medium, great stop from Vintage. And Chase Dory move up to P8 as well. Ryan Van Doom is on the cooldown lap, and Kieran B. So, yes, we're going to lose Ariel, Shallow Answer, British Giant, Bad Peso, and Kieran B. So, yeah, we lost another 5 drivers as well. So, we're waiting around for Ryan Van Doom to go in. Anyway, as of both Alpines, even though Ariel is on. Oh! Those AI cars do not budge. Anyway, so Ryan Van Doom going into the pits, and Petrofon has left the session again. Slav, can you send Petrofon invite, or you can rejoin this session? Anyway, while we wait that. So yeah, that should be Q2 all sorted. Let me how about to show the best tires, or whatever you call it. Anyway, we lose Ariel, Shallow Answer, British Giant, Bad Peso, and Kieran B, who all dropped out in Q2. We got split strategies. Half of them going for softs, half of them go for mediums to start the race. So it would be interesting on strategy rise as well. So yes. Anyway, Q3. Here we go. Is that all dry? It is all dry. It looked brightened up, to be fair. Anyway, that's our top 10 shootout everyone will be fighting out for pole position for the race itself. So, we got a couple of cars going out. Itachi is going out first. Anyway, let me get. Yep, that's it. Just telemetries and that data. Anyway, the championship leader is opted to go out first, with multi-ride back behind him, with two Ferrari boys, as Rachel Avocado lets Groove Ninja pass. Ranzo just came out of the pits. Anyway, here we go. Itachi. Let's go on board with him to see if he's still sandbagging. He may have thrown a couple of sandbags here today. If Kesabi agrees with me on that point. So, here we go. He's going to start his lap through the triangle chicane. Stay in third gear. Widest line possible. Now he start a lap. Going through turn 1, turn 2. Easy go. He always sandbagging. Of course he is. Find the braking point for this. As he's going through in the S section. The left, uphill to the right. Now downhill to Dunlop, uphill again. Easy to lose a rear. Yellow flag. That is for bad peso? No. Anyway, Daytona 1, Daytona 2. As he going through the hairpin. Going to second gear. He locked up. As he go through, going to spoon. Stay in 7th gear, down to 5th gear, down to 4th. As he yellow flag, that's for the heart of Ramsel. As he approaching the 130R. Said purple in the middle sector because he's the first person. Going through the triangle chicane. The time you're going to set. It will be a 29.9. So it would be multi-ride back across the line at 29.6 from multi-ride back. Groove Ninja is next. Time you're going to set 29.1. The times are crumbling. Racers start a lap again. Ryan is start a lap. Chase Story 31 flat. Vintage is start a lap. Paul with SFR Paul. Going through the triangle chicane. And Ryan Van Doon is going at the S section. Timing Paul is 29.4. Pass of Ramsel entering the pits. Bob would be, I think, the last one to cross the line. So, as he go through the triangle chicane, just keep it at 2nd gear, interestingly. Here he lost it. Bob, P3, 29.5. Great time from Bob. Let's do multi-ride back. It's on a cool down lap. And Itachi move up to P3. 9.4, half a tenth of Paul. Here we go, Racer Avocado, improved. He's gone fastest by 100 of a second, ahead of his teammate. Could we see a Ferrari front row lockout? As Vintage about to cross the line, set at 32. He did say he's on the wheel though, so he got the excuse. Definitely got the excuse. But definitely a good excuse because, like, much time you spend on the wheel, the better you will get on the wheel as well. So get much practice you put in, a lot better you do in the long run. That's Bob on the cooldown lap. Itachi is also on the cooldown lap as well. Bob is in the pits. Vintage. I think he's going again. Don't. That Spoon. See if he improves a bit. Not like he's going again. Anyway, he's 3 times up through in the middle part of the middle sector. As he's going through the triangle chicane. The time he's going through the triangle chicane. The time he's going set 29.8. So nearly everyone in the 29s apart from Chase Story with the time set. Racing Groove Ninja opted to go out immediately. Will he get the response from Groove Ninja to Racer Avocado for pole position? Or should we see Itachi shock the Ferrari boys? Anyway, let's go on board with Ramsel, who he about to start his lap. Let's go. Right. I will show up a bit for a second time round. Oh! As I said, Ramsel spun on the inside curb. On the inside curb, that curb is deadly. Just resigned my console, reset everything and router. If it persists, I will leave, and as I don't want to compromise anyone else's race, I'm going to have a proper go at my provider if it doesn't work. Definitely. So, Pepsi Formula going to restart everything. Well, we set everything, router settings, and we start console. He did say what do you call it, new router or new internet provider? I don't know. Hopefully it goes well for Petrol Formula this race. Hopefully it goes smoothly. As we go on board, Groove Ninja invalidate his lap, so if he got enough fuel, he will go again. Ramso about to start his lap, so here he goes. Ramso with 2 minutes to go. Let's see how he's getting on. Turn 1, turn 2, he cut the inside curve last time out. On turn 2, going through the S section. He gone cautiously through the S section, as well as he gone through Dunlop. You need to keep an eye on the weirs, especially through Dunlop. As they go through Daytona 1, Daytona 2 as well. Now going through the hairpin. Petroform is back in. So Ramsel, as they going through Spoon, going to Spoon, try to take the widest line possible, especially on exit, which he does. Now, as they approaching the 130R, company gave him random purple sectors. Here goes Ramsel, going across the line. The time he's going to set 29.7 from Ramsel. Next up will be multi-ride back. Time he's 3 times up through the middle part of the set track as they go through the triangle chicane. The Ferrari boys will be the next one to cross the line. Multi-ride back across the line. 29.3. Next up, Racer Avocado. Time he's gone pole, fastest professional pole. 28.9. Paul just started a lap. Vintage Groove Ninja. He's gone fastest by half a 10. Great lap from both Ferrari boys. Anyway, Bob is the next one to cross the line as a yellow flag. I think that's for Vintage. It is for Vintage. Bob going across the line. The time we're going to set P5, 29.4. Next up is Jay Story. He's gone 35. Next up, Itachi. What time are you going? P3, 29.2. Go on. Itachi. Ramsel, not improved. As Paul invalidates. Will Multi-Radical improve his lap? Or Racer going again? No, he's not going again. So, here goes Multi-Ryback. Going across the line. Is he improved? No, he's not. So it will be a Ferrari front row lockout. With Groove Ninja starting from pole position. Alongside him it's Racer Avocado. It's in P2. Itachi P3, Multi-Ryback P4, SFR Paul P5, Bob is in P6, Vance on P7, Vintage P8, J Story P9, and Ryan Van Doom rounded up across top 10 in P10. Unfortunately, Ryan didn't set a lap due to he was crashed out in the S section. So, here we go. For the race itself. As Vintage entered the pits. Retained Shondolo in the pits. So, yes. That was a good qualifying session, to be fair. It's so tight in the top half a tenth between Groove Ninja and Racer Avocado, which are great stuff from the Ferrari boys. Itachi P3, Multi-Rideback P4, SFR Paul P5, Bob P6, Ramsel P7, Vintage P8, J Story P9, and Ryan Van Doon right out the top 10. So yes, 41 people come along for new race start. Thank you all to jump onto the stream. Again, hopefully have a great Sunday as Petrofonia just left the section again. Maybe onto the phone to the internet providers. Anyway, I hope Chase Story. I'm trying to be unbiased, but hopefully, see you Williams when this stuff again. Oh no. We had to. Oh no. This time not. So, I need to check on Kieran Van Doom. So, Kieran and Ryan Van Doom had to leave the session and rejoined back. Just Ryan Van Doom? Okay. Nah, Kieran's fine. So Ryan Van Doon, if you're listening, leave and rejoin the session. So we got all take night. Is it just me? All take with me. God damn. Is it a picture? Petrophone, if you're listening, please leave the session. And yeah, just in case. We got a migrating host. We got a sort. No, I'm not a host. Sloth, it's just a request to join up through my side. If okay. Just Petrophone now. With Sloth leaving, he may not get back in. Yeah, that's right. Let's see what's. Need to keep an eye on League One chat. Anyway, Sloth's joined. Nice. Here we go. Let's go on the tires. Groove Ninja is on the mediums. Glacier Avocado also on the medium. So does Itachi. Multi-Rideback is on the softs. SFR Pole is on mediums. Bob is on the softs. Ramso also on the softs. Vintage on the mediums. Jay Story and Ryan Van Doom on the softs. Ariel and Salah Lancer on the mediums. British Giant, Bad Pace on the softs. Kieran B is mediums. Petroformia, is he in the session? No, he's not. On the softs. Page is on the mediums. Atimento on the softs, and Jay Bradfield on the hards. So, one person is electing to start on the hards. Jay Bradfield. Which is Jay Bradfield. He opted to go long in the hards. So, let me get rid of tires. Grab no info. Surely you can't. Nah. Thank you for the follow, Anita. Say that. Sorry, I'm butchering your name or mispronounce it. Thank you for the follow, Anina, for the follow. And Slav, could you get Petroforma info? Would be great. Anyway, 39 people watching on for this race start. Thank you all for jumping onto the stream. So yeah, Groove Ninja, Ferrari front row lockout with Hitachi P3 the Aston Martin multi-ride out P4, Paul P5, Bob Ramsel vintage. So yeah, here we go. First light, second light, the third light, fourth light, the fifth light. Light side and away we go. Even start from the front row. Yeah. Actually, Rachel Avocado got the great start. Oh no, they contact. Groove Ninja and Rachel Avocado make contact. They're going 3 wide, going through the S section. And Ramsel just lose like big time. And who went down the order? Ariel just went down the order. Oh, and Bradfield is fighting out with Atimento. And Atimento took the curve. Oh, he made contact with Page. That's a KO start. P5. Bob, move up to P5 as a yellow flag. That's for Atimento. He spawned at the Daytonus. A chaotic start. Fell versus Leclerc. Agree with you, Immortal. As multi-ride back is all over the back of Hitachi. As yellow flag up for Atimento again. As we approaching the 130R. In my opinion, it looked like Groove Ninja didn't give Racer enough space from what I'm seeing. Anyway, P4T. Oh, Bad Pace lost a couple of positions to Jay Bradfield. As Groove Ninja set the fast. Of course, multi-ride back is all over the back of Hitachi. He's on the faster tires, but it will worn out far quicker than the mediums. Anyway, the closest battle on track would be Ransel and Jay Story, but that was part of DRS train from Bob. Anyway, Racer Avocado. Does he have damage? Because I felt the understeer going through the dankness. Anyway, we're going back down the field. Ryan Van Doom it up to look on the inside of Ramsel, but no cigar. Anyway, Atimento is in the pits for The change of ring. Anyway, as a 3-second time penalty for Ryan Van Doom for going right. He looked for the inside of British Giant on the 130R. Gave me a stupid camera angle, and Atamento just crashed out in the S's. We got a good view from Vintage and British Giant letting Ryan pass before the triangle as Itachi set the fastest lap of the race. And now he's closing up on Groove Ninja. If it not, we're approach. Yeah, Atamento just lost it through there. As down the field, P9. Right, British Giant looking in the move on the inside. Nearly lost it. So does Ryan. Going through the Daytonas as. Yeah, Petrified much to be joined back. Anyway, lost all the deltas. Thank you for follow Simonos. Thank you for the follow. I hope you have a great Sunday afternoon. Anyway, Itachi is behind Groove Ninja. Multi-Rider is dropping back from the leaders. With Racer. Who's gone? Ramsel is gone. At the S. No, it's Boone. He must have clipped the curb on the inside on the exit. And Itachi. Is he looking on the inside? He's not using any overtake. He's using the DRS. He's getting closer. He's getting closer. But not quite. Groove Ninja getting enough of it. As back to PA, British Giant and Ryan Van Doom. Both of them were. British Giant must have got past Ryan Van Doom. Oh, clip! Watch out for the curbs. As Ryan Van Doom does the same thing a turn later. Watch out for them curbs. Like Ariel said, it's especially deadly. As Ariel and Petrified are battling out through the Daytonas. Ariel got moved on Petrified. Great move on Petrified. No, Ariel. Up to P15. Never seen move through the Daytonas this weekend, but that was a great move from Ariel. As down the field, Bradfield is getting close off Shallow Lancer, but he's getting stuck off the British Giant DRS train as well, which will be hampering him. Let's go back up to the top. Groove, it actually needed a great exit as well. He got the great exit, but Groove Ninja nearly squarely on the exit, but I think he did enough to fend off Itachi for the time being. And Itachi, Paul got the move done on Bob for P5. As Bob is looking on the inside before the S is not quite. Face bear of it. As he yelled by Chase Story's out. Oh, what happened? He gone the curbs. That's right. Them curbs are deadly. Especially with yellow flags all around, but no safety car, which is surprisingly. Anyway, 5 laps curbs, yep. That's what I first thought. The curbs are especially deadly. Racer Avocado is all over back of the Aston Martin. Is he thinking on the overtake on multi-right back? Is he using the slipstream? Using the overtake, which is... You got a massive ERS advantage. Should get He's looking for it on the outside, but Multi-Ride placed the car perfectly as well. And battle for the lead. Itachi, is he going for the inside? Yes, he is. Both of them going side by side, going through the first turn. Itachi going wide. Groove Ninja going for a stretch back, not quite. Itachi got the lead of the race. As Racer Avocado move up to P3. Will we see Vettel versus Leclerc over again? I hope not, but we'll soon find out. Anyway, battle for P7, Ryan Van Doom and British Giant are still battling it out for ages now. And it's yellow flag, that's for Ramsel. No, Page actually. Spawn out the curbs on the X section before the Dunlop. As Groove Ninja is all over back of Itachi on Spoon. He need to get a good exit. Both of them using the ERS. Groove Ninja up to not against it. He might think on getting him on the start finish straight. As he going through the triangle chicane. Groove Ninja figure on the inside, not quite, not. He needs a good exit, which he does. Perfect exit from Groove Ninja. He got the DRS. He overtake enable. He should get it done. Still side by side, going through the turn one. He got moved on Itachi, great move. But Itachi is caught up in the Ferrari sandwich. As British Giant and Ryan Van Doom switching places for days. So, anyway, Itachi is being caught up in the Ferrari sandwich for the lead of the race. Like, see the position change for a bit. British Giant move up 6 positions from the start of the race. Kieran B up 5, Jay Bradfield up 7. So that's the biggest gainer so far. Let's go on. So Multi-Ride by tires they start to drop back. The crossover it's alongside to the medium runners so far. Anyway, Itachi, he's all over back of Groove Ninja. Is he get the perfect run on Groove Ninja? Not quite. But he should get the DRS. He's opted against the overtake. He's saving up for next opportunity. As Ariel got a 3-second time penalty as well. So it's a third pole, and Ryan Van Doom and British Giant were overtaking each other for days now. Anyway, closer battle would be SFL pole and yellow flag. Ryan Van Doom spun out. He ended up nearing the Dunlop. Oh, calm these tires, Ryan. Calm these tires. And yep, he should be good. Oh, side by side. Bad Pacer going for Jay Bradfield. Bad Pacer got the move done. Oh. Meanwhile, Bradfield, is he going for the outside? Not quite. Bad Pacer got move up to P11 as well. At the moment, we're showing fantastic racing so far. As Petrofonia left the session, oh, he's not having a good day with the internet provider. As he yellow flagged, that's the Alpine. As for Ariel, he been so unlucky through this weekend. As Itachi, both Could be free wide, not quite. Think better of it, Racer and Itachi. But Racer is over Itachi. He felt hard done on the race start, but Groove and right himself into turn 1, made contact, and anyway, battle for P4. Yeah, SFR Paul. It's all over back, multi right back. He didn't get a good run on multi on this one, so thanks better of it. As multi got a bit of good. Petrol, I'm going to set this race out so no one races compromise have a group. That's so unfortunate to Petrol Formula. So yeah, as Ramzo take another spin at the S section again. Anyway, Itachi is over back of Groove Ninja. Hopefully, Petrol Formula. See you next week. So unfortunate, Petrol Formula. Meanwhile, Racer Avocado got a perfect run. Itachi, it could be free wide. It could be free wide. Racer Avocado got the move done on Itachi. No, it's his teammate. Oh, we got a battle for P11. Oh, it could be free ride again. Oh no, it could be ended in tears. As thankfully no one, as everyone survived that. Anyway, Racer Avocado must be on the recovery drive. He chopped down the order at the race start. Now he made it back up again to P2. And he's all over back of Group Ninja on the gearbox. This may be tactical from Itachi because of the DRS. Save up his battery, go for it. The next possible opportunity. Anyway, Group Racer Avocado has more ERS than Group Ninja. Is he thinking of sending it in? Not quite, thanks better of it. But he had to get a better exit. But instead, Group Ninja got a better exit. Racer Avocado used the overtake. Multi right back in. Racer Avocado takes the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. Through, and it takes 11 laps to get that recovery done. As Multi right back is in the pits, put on the set of medium tyres. That should be him till the end of the race. Now, can Racer pull on that gap from Groove and Itachi? Meanwhile, Itachi is all over back up. As Itachi got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, which is crucial to the end of the race. So, 8 tenths separate them as things stand. SFR Paul will try to catch up to the leaders itself. So, blind means no safety car. Wish we had this in the Championship and Champions League. I agree. It should be no safety car so far. It may put on your commentary curse with the safety car, but never know. I may put on yellow flag. It's for Nazi Alpine of Ryan Van Doom going off at Dunlop. And about Shallow Lancer may have squeezed Kieran B at this triangle chicane. As Bad Pace so is in the pits, put on the set of mediums. That's him till the end of the race. but no safety car so far, which is fantastic to see. Anyway, we go back up to yellow flag. Ariel is out. Ariel is out. Well, let's go on board with bad pace. So let's see what happened. Yeah, he clipped the curb. So unfortunate for Ariel. But as Itachi is all over by a Groove Ninja. Groove Ninja don't have a DRS. Going through the start finish straight. Going for it. Yeah. So unfortunately, Ariel. Oh, you're back racing in League 2. Oh, Groove Ninja gone late. And Itachi move up to P2. That is late. Try to squeeze Itachi, but Itachi done enough and move up to P2. British Giant is in the pits. Should be put on a set of mediums for him till the end of the race. And yes, it is set of medium tires for British Giant till the end of the race. I am just reserving, just get the strategy now for League 2, that's no problemo. Ariel, it's just one of these tracks is like so difficult to get it right. As fast pace, so got a 3-second time penalty as Ryan Van Doom nightmare race continues. Anyway, Groove Ninja gone wide as Itachi is catching up with Racer Avocado. So, has he got the DRS from Racer? He might have been, not quite. I don't think he got the DRS. We'll soon find out. No, he doesn't. But Groove Ninja has. Should be able to save his battery for a bit. As Bob has entered the pits. 14. Oh, how long is he going? 13 lap old softs. That is great going from Bob. As Groove Ninja's gone. Groove Ninja's going at the curb. And it's caused a VSC. Let's just cop down. Oh, Groove Ninja. He ran a good race. Apart from the race start, but that's caused a VSC. Will anybody opted to go into the pits? Jay Bradfield might go into the pits. How he survived that, I do not know. That is a massive smack. That is a massive smack. Anyway. Well, he's lucky to not to DNF. It's like that was a massive smack. Anyway, Will Racer and Itachi go into the pits, use their opportunity to put on the softs. Hold on, DRS is not enabled. No one entered the pits except for Ryan Van Doom. He's just opted to retire in the pits. Anyway, Groove Ninja is lucky to not to be DNF. Not to be said. Anyway, Vintage and Jay Bradfield is a close battle on track so far. Vintage, is it pit? No, lads. Too late. Oh, too late. Anyway, Itachi is We're back to racer Avocado. We don't know if Itachi. Oh. Anyway, we don't know about Itachi's situation with the 3-second time penalty. Like on Thursday, Wilson won that race. Decided to take the 3-second time penalty off. So anyway, Itachi going through 130R over back of Racer Avocado. Should be all over back of Racer, but Racer Itachi got a perfect exit. That's for the lead of the race for the time being. Itachi usually overtake. Racer got defense in the inside, but it's no match for Itachi. Itachi gone for the lead of a race. Itachi running a superb race so far. Up to the lead of a race. But he has a 3-second time penalty. May cost him the race win. As Bob move up to P7 with Kieran B going through turn 1 with them fresher tires. So, will Racer decide to undercut Itachi? That's the question. Will Racer decide to undercut Itachi? I think he will. As a close battle, multi-ride back and Kieran B. Multi-ride back is all over back of Kieran B. Is he thinking on? No, he's not quite. He's too. Think better of it. No, he's all over back of Kieran B. Is he thinking on the move on Spoon? Both of them are looking side by side. They are side by side. Going for Spoon. And they make contact or let's hit the curb. Both Itachi and Racer in the pits. Soft tire for Racer. And soft tire for Itachi. Yellow at Spoon. And so unfortunate for multi-ride back. As Groove Ninja move up to P9. As Jay Bradfield. Then Jay Bradfield takes the lead of the race for the time being. As Vintage. So that's mate. With Jay Bradfield there, it may compromise as Groove Ninja looking defensive against Multi, but Groove Ninja got moved back down to stay at P9 as Itachi is all about Bradfield, but meanwhile Eraser is all about Itachi. Who look get the better exit? You look like Eraser got a better exit for the time being. As someone went on the grass, going through Spoon, down to fifth. As we exit through Spoon, going through run 30R. Will Racer going to think on the move on Itachi? Will he? Not quite, too far behind, but Racer save up a lot of ERS through the triangle chicane. As Jay Bradfield is not quite. Itachi Racer got a perfect run on Itachi. Could be moved on here. Itachi going for the lead of the race. It's all the Racer. Jay Bradfield went to Tokyo Drift. May have contact. Oh, Jay Bradfield went for Tokyo Drift. I don't think Racer got left enough space, but it felt like contact between the Ferrari and the Williams. But anyway, let's focus now for the lead of the race. on. Yellow flag, that is for bad peso. He gone at the S section as he let pass. And British Giant done the same thing. Coincidentally. As Bob got past Salamancer for P5. With them fresher tyres as well. So let's move back up to the lead of the race. Racer Avocado got more battery life than Racer. And he's getting over the back of at the triangle. And it's actually might have got a good exit. But I think it will be no match for Racer. He got the overtake, DRS, and he soon passed Paul as Bradfield is in the pits. So Racer Avocado takes the lead of the race as Salamancer is in the pits for put on soft tyres. So Multi-Rider and Groove Ninja is still battling out as well. Groove Ninja is not getting away from Multi-Rider as Multi-Rider spawned and he hit the wall barrier at this section, which Multi-Rider race has gone bad to worse. Anyway, Itachi is all over back of Racer Avocado. So half a second between them. Now with Racer got more ERS with Itachi, but Itachi is all over back of Racer. But I think Racer wants Itachi to use all his ERS as possible with start finish straight as well. Going through turn 1 as not quite too far behind. Let's go back down. Vintage and Bradfield, the two admins going side by side at the triangle chicane, and Bradfield got the move on, move up to P6. So we move back up to the lead of the race. Itachi and Racer Avocado, both them two are running a fantastic race, but incidents happen with Racer and Bradfield. Mate, I don't know. With Itachi is all over back of Racer with the gearbox, able to stay in the DRS. So Multi is in for the repairs as we approaching the 130R. Itachi is all over back up Racer as we go through the triangle chicane, not quite too far behind as we go through the last corner. Racer got a better exit than Itachi as we go through the turn 1, turn 2. As we watching on board, there's no other closest battles on tracks as well. So let's see the penalty situation. 3 seconds for Itachi, 3 seconds for Bradfield, Peso and Ramsel, who all got 3-second time penalties added on as reset the penalty situation. Page got a 3-second time penalty. However, Racer got squirrely on the exit of the Deckness. All over back, but Itachi has gone squirrely on the exit of the hairpin as we're approaching to Spoon. Well, not too far back from Itachi. As we're approaching the closing stages of the Japanese Grand Prix. Racer got more ERS than Itachi, but Itachi is saving the ERS as well. So, oh, lock up from there, from the Itachi. He should got a better run than Racer. Yes, he has. He got a perfect, good exit. He's not using the slipstream, which is interesting. And he's all over the back of Racer, but right. He might. Oh, Racer going squirrely. That's like Itachi lead up the race. Racer gone squarely on the exit of the S section and let Itachi to take the lead of the race. So Itachi, can he pull a 3-second gap away from Racer till the end of the race? He might have been. First of all, he need to get out of the DRS range from Racer. So that's a question. Can he get out the DRS range and pull a second gap between Itachi and Racer? As we're approaching 130R, is Racer using the overtake? And so does Itachi, as multi-ride back got a 3-second time penalty. Lock up again from Itachi. DRS should be activated for Racer. And Itachi is harvesting the ERS as well. He's gaining. But not quite, he thinks better of it. Yellow flag. That's for, I think, Bad Peso? Yes, it is. Bad Peso wants it gone at Spoon. Meanwhile, for the lead of the race, half a second between Itachi and Racer as we're going through Dunlop. As well, we're going through the Daytona 1, Daytona 1, then Daytona 2. Racer got a 3-second time penalty. That might be crucial. So, as things stand, Itachi will take the lead of the race. So, as we're approaching to Spoon, this is going to be exciting end of the race itself. So, as we're approaching the 130R, Racer Avocado, it's all over barrier of Itachi. Racer are going for the outside, both of them are going side by side, through the triangle chicane. Itachi got ahead. Who got the DRS? It would be Racer. Got the DRS. And Racer Avocado regains the lead of the race. This is going to be exciting climax to the League One race. No safety car whatsoever, which is fantastic to see. Only a PSC as well. So, however, interesting looking at the fuel, Racer might be running a risk of running out of fuel. 3.9 fuel he has compared to Itachi, he's 5.1. So Racer might have to save up the fuel as well if they're, as we're approaching the final 3 laps of the race. So as we're going past the 130R, thank you for that learned a skill. Thank you all. Thank you, jumping on the stream. Hi, how come I can't see about Fanatec bundle in the UK? I don't know. Anyway, Itachi got squarely on exit. Meanwhile, Racer Got a perfect exit through the triangle chicane as we're approaching the final 3 laps of the race. So as we go through the S section, this is going to be an exciting climax. Itachi is gaining a bit, and not quite. He's getting there. Race. Is he thinking on the move? Not quite. Big spell of it. And a bit squirrely from Itachi as we're going through Spoon. Both of them are great to watch. I have to say, Paul won a fantastic race as well on the last final podium spot. However, focus on his lead of the race. Racer and Itachi battling for the lead of the race. Will Itachi get the move back done as we go into the penultimate lap of the race? Here we go. Racer using the ERS, but Itachi decided to opt against it. Multi-ride back got a 3-second time penalty as well. So, as things stand, so as we go through the S section, Racer and Itachi is sticking along with each other the whole race. We're sticking along with it. It's fantastic to see. Could be a final lap overtake. We never know. As Itachi gone wide through the hairpin, that could lead Racer to get away from him a bit. Anyway, Groove Ninja got a 3-second time penalty. So it would be Racer and Itachi for the race win, unless something dramatic happened. Anyway, as we're approaching the final lap of the race, here goes Itachi. Well, he's using the ERS, and so does Racer. Can we see he moved on? Can we? Here goes Itachi. Go on the inside. Not quite. Clip the curb. So does Racer. Racer well defended through there. That was close. That was close. So, it might have been Racer could have a race win, but you never know. Could throw a commentator curse as well. As we go through the last middle part of the track, Itachi is all over the back of Racer. Can he throw one last throw of a dice to nick that win away from Racer? So it is a great battle, Keza. It is a great battle. He's sticking along with it ever since. So Itachi, will he throw one last throw of a dice? Is he thinking about it? Is he thinking about it? Not quite. But it would be Racer going across the line, and he will take the win at the Japanese Grand Prix. Racer Avocado will take the win. Itachi came home in second. SFR Paul came home in third. Bob will come home in fourth. Groove Ninja could be not with that mistake. Could be in the fight for that race win. Will come home in P5. Bradfield P6. Vintage, another point scoring position in P7. Bad Peso P8. Shallow Lancer P9 as he can come across the home. British Giant P10. Kieran B P11. Multi Rider will come home in P12. It's like that was a amazing last lap. I had to take my hat off. That was a great battle. Multi Rider P12. Page will come home in P13 as Ramsel take DQ. So that's it. That was a great battle, to say the least. So yeah, oh, that's. We'll get them jump onto the party as soon as possible. That was great race all together. What a race. Anyway, let's go through the final classifications. Racer Avocado takes the win for the Japanese Grand Prix. Itachi comes home in second. SFR Paul, another podium spot for him, comes home in P3. Bob is in P4. Griff Ninja P5. Could be in the fight for the race win, never know. Jay Bradfield P6, Vintage P7, Bad Peso P8, British Giant P9, and Shower Lancer round out the points. Let's get them jump onto the party. Who's SFR poll? Yep, that's it. Whoa. I'm on the party with. In the comms box we have Racer Avocado. Racer, how you find this? How you find this race?
It was tough, man. I didn't really want to get in the way of Groove Ninja and Itachi, but the racing was so good, and Itachi's just really quick. The whole race he was on my ass, and then I was just trying to keep up with him.
If you keep up with him as long as possible, exactly. What happened with the race start? Was it there contact or with Groove or?
No, he left me just barely enough space, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't screwing him over at all, so I tried to get a little too much on that curb, and I spun by myself.
Alright. So, I was kind of thinking, what do you call it, with the 3-second time penalty, and keep your nerve as well, how you find that as well, to hold your nerve, especially with Tachi behind you?
Well, I saw Tachi had the 3-second time penalty, and then once I passed him, I thought, okay, if I can't beat him, at least try to be right behind him, but keeping up with him took everything out of my tires, and I think I went a little wide. And then I picked up a 3-second time penalty myself, so then I had to go for the race win.
Yeah,
on track.
Definitely. So thank you, Racer. Jump in. Well done with the race win itself. We move on to the Alfa Romeo. Itachi, another podium in League One. How you find this race?
This race was amazing. I think one of the best, if not the best race I've ever had.
Yeah.
Just nerve-wracking racing, going back and forth with both Ferraris. Just amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So it was back and forth all round. Do you think that once you got past Racer, try to get a full second, even though you got 3 second time penalty? How? That's going to ask you the same question as Racer. How you find that nerve with that battle as well?
It was just I wasn't really feeling the nerves. I was just in this hyper-focused mode of keeping behind him, and once I saw him making a mistake, I tried to pull a second to break the DRS, but didn't work. I had some hope left after he picked up a 3 second penalty himself, but didn't work out in the end. It was a great race.
Yeah, it was a great race itself. So yeah, that should be me for it. That was a great race all around. Thank you all to jump onto the stream and much appreciated. Next up would be League 2 action. Vintage will be back in the comms box for League 2 action. So we see you all later on today. Chat to you then and goodbye.